Have you ever wondered how to practice the act as if technique when things are just not showing up in your reality? How do you convince yourself that you already have something and feel great about it? If you've ever thought that to yourself, this video is for you, where I'm going to demonstrate how to accurately practice the act as if technique through a beautiful story of Neville Goddard and his friend Abdullah. I'm also going to give you a technique or a method to take back today that you can start practicing starting today. So if you're ready, let's get started. Hi and welcome. My name is Kartika Nair and you're watching Synchro Shakti. Today, like I mentioned, we're discussing the act as a technique through the form of story, as well as I'm going to give you a method to take back. So what is this story I've been talking about? So Neville Goddard had this beautiful experience way back in 1933, and I'm going to share that experience with you to show you how to practice the act as a technique. So the story goes like this. Way back in the 1930s, 1933, USA was going through a deep depression. People didn't even have money for food. Now back then, Neville Goddard was a dancer in New York. Now, who's going to pay a dancer when they can't even afford food, right? So he had no source of income and he had no money whatsoever. How many of you can relate to that? Absolute ground zero. But deep in his heart, he had this desire to go back home to his little island of Barbados. Now, he had no money to go to Barbados, so he told his friend Abdullah, I would love to go to Barbados. Now, Abdullah told him, you are in Barbados. So Neville said, I'm in Barbados, what are you talking about? And Abdullah said, right now you are in Barbados. Now Neville did not understand what he meant at that time. Later he found out that Abdullah was trying to teach him the principle that if you want something, you must in this moment assume that you already have it. This is the principle of act as if. That night he goes to sleep. Neville goes to bed, assuming that he's sleeping in the house of his family's house in Barbados. He assumes that he's sleeping in Barbados in his imagination and that New York City is far away from him and he's in Barbados. So he goes to sleep like that. Then many months pass by and there's no evidence and no change at all that he's going to go to Barbados. So he goes to his friend Abdullah and he says, Abdullah, if I don't take the next ship out, I can't go to Barbados. Now Abdullah rudely tells him, who is talking about you going to Barbados? You already are in Barbados. How can you discuss how to go to Barbados when you're already in Barbados? And then Abdullah, goes to his room, shuts the door in Neville's face, saying that, don't talk to me anymore. So Neville now, he can't question anymore, he can't ask anymore, so he goes back home. And that night, he again assumes that he is sleeping in his house in Barbados, in his family's house, and New York City is not around him, it's not under him, but 2,000 miles to the north. He's imagining. So imagine, let's say you want to move to a country in Europe. Imagine you're sleeping in that European country and your country of origin is thousands of miles towards the north. Can you feel that vibration? You're sleeping in Spain, let's say, or you're sleeping in France, and your country is so far away. You feel that vibration? That is exactly what Neville did. 48 hours after he did this, he finds a letter under his door. When he takes the letter, he sees it's a letter from his brother in Barbados. His brother's name was Victor, and the letter has a $50 bill enclosed in it. And the letter states that he, Victor, the brother, sold a company of his, and he now has money to finance Neville to come to Barbados. And he says, I'll finance the whole trip, I'll finance your tickets, I'll finance the tips inside the ship, and this $50 is for you to buy anything that you want before you get on the ship. So let's say you want to buy a few clothes, a suit full of clothes for your trip, you can buy all of that with this $50. So Neville says, okay, this is really awesome. He goes down to the ship place in the ship company and he reads out his letter. And the ship company tells him that, this is awesome, but we don't have a first class ticket to take you to Barbados, but there is space in steerage. Steerage is the the lower deck near the cargo, so it's not the best way to travel, but we have that space. And then until St. Thomas you can go steerage, and then if someone disembarks at St. Thomas, then you can go first class to Barbados. So Neville thinks it's a great deal, so he says, okay, I accept this condition. And he goes home very excited to tell Abdullah that his manifestation has come true. So he tells Abdullah, it's working, I have a ticket to go to Barbados, I'm going on December 6th, but I'm going steerage, and then later on at St. Thomas, if someone disembarks, or when someone disembarks, I will go first class to Barbados. Again, rudely Abdullah tells him, you went to Barbados. How can you talk about going to Barbados? You already went to Barbados and you went first class the whole way. Heavy words ringing, right? So then Neville did not know what to say to him. So 6th December comes, he goes down to the ship company and he tells him, I'm here, and he's expecting to go steerage up until St. Thomas. And then the company tells Neville, Mr. Goddard, we have a nice surprise for you today. Someone cancelled last minute. You can go to Barbados the whole trip on first class. Now, if you're already getting inspired by the story, guys, just click the like button to let me know and that you like these kind of stories. Now, what does Neville say about this whole thing is simple. He uses the word God because he's coming from the Christian traditions. I'm going to flip that around and use the word universe. You can choose whatever you like. Universe, consciousness, quantum field, God, energy, up to you, however you choose to use this. I'm going to use the word universe. So he says that the universe is not some idea of something outside of us. The universe is outside, the universe decides whether something happens or not. He says the universe is all around us and is inside of us, which means universe is in you, universe is in me. So to connect to the universe, you have to go into your imagination. When you're trying to pray for something, you go in your imagination and imagine that you have something. This is prayer. You understand? So what do we know from spiritual sciences? What do we know about universe or consciousness? We know that it is omnipresent. We know it is omnipotent. It can do anything, right? And omniscient. Now, the fact that it's everywhere and it can create anything and it's within you as well means that all you need to do is assume that whatever you want, you already have, and have unshakable faith that you have it. If you have faith in it, it will come to pass. If you don't have faith in it, it will not come to pass. How is it that we mess up our own faith around good things happening to us? One way in which we do this is we switch on the news media, right? We read the newspaper, we watch, okay, not me, but a lot of us, we watch TV, we get irritated or upset by what we read, we judge what we read, and every time we judge or react, we are sowing a seed. We are giving into using our minds to create a reality around us. So then when we attract negative circumstances, we say, how could I have attracted that? I never put out the seed. But then throughout the day, we are also giving resistance to our lives. We are judging people, we are cursing things. In doing that, we're creating seeds. So what he says is do the opposite. Be a kind person. Bless people. See the good in situations. Do nice things like read poetry or read your spiritual scriptures if you want to. Keep your vibration up. Talking about keeping your vibration up, I am doing a class coming up, just hitting me right now. So I am doing a class coming up soon. If you register now, you'll get in. If you don't, you'll miss it. It is a practical class. It's not a webinar, it's a class. It's a master class. It's not tech theory, it is practical. You have to come with your notebook and pen and all of these things to come. So you'll know more details in the description. Please register for that class on what do you actually do towards manifestation, how to do it every day. That's in the description. Come for that class. So he states simply, very simply, assume that what you want, you have. So how do we do that in our day-to-day life? One way is the sleeping technique. Every night sleep as though you are in that situation that you always wanted to have. Assume that you have it. So when you wake up like you have it. When you sleep like you have it. That is one technique. The other one is when you think and speak and affirm. These are spells, right? You can't want money but then tell your neighbor, oh, I don't have money, money is tough. You can't do that. You have to act and speak as though you are certain certain and you're confident that you have this. You are certain and you're confident that you are this. In that vibration, the faith of that vibration, if you can hold it in the way you think, feel, and talk, especially around other people or to yourself, when you see your bank balance and you don't see the numbers, close your eyes and just say, I have this, I am this, and feel the faith, the vibration of that feeling, and then continue your day. When you look at your partner and you see they're creating a noise in your life, close your eyes. In your head, I have what I want, I am the kind of person that I want to be. Feel the faith behind this. So every time you see something is going wrong, close your eyes, flip the story in your head, and then continue the rest of your day. Do this all the time, and then the momentum will build. And then it's like what he says, Neville says a simple thing. When you assume that you have something, it's like you become pregnant. Now don't go questioning how to become pregnant, or when to become pregnant, or where. Just assume that you are pregnant. And like nature will create the pregnancy in 9 months, the baby will come. Similarly, for us, just imagine you're pregnant. It may come in 9 months, it may come in 9 minutes, it may come in 9 seconds, it may come in 9 days. The timing is up to nature. Our job is to not question it anymore. I hope that you took back from this video few things. If you want to make sure that you're getting daily reminders to stay in alignment, please follow the Instagram. The Instagram is on your phone. Anytime you open the Instagram, we post multiple times a day. So make sure that you follow the Instagram so you have something to bring you back to alignment every day. Okay, so Instagram is one. The second one is if you want Hindi versions of these videos, the Hindi channel is in the description. It is called Synchro Hindi Dub. It is dubbed at the moment. Because I want to get the information out there, and it's going to take time for me to relearn the Hindi and the words and all that. So for right now, just for the love of service, it is dubbed, but later on it will be me speaking in Hindi. And one thing about Instagram, just before we end, is I recently posted a video of me dancing. So if you don't want to miss videos of me dancing, come join us on Instagram. Okay, I love you all, and I hope this video made sense. Please comment below what you thought about it, what you took back from it. If it helped you, if it inspired you, let me know, and I look forward to seeing you very soon in the next video. Namaste.